So how do you not bring work home, guys? You work together, you live together?
Well, I disagree with the premise of that question.
Mark Zuckerberg is a famous American media magnate, philanthropist, programmer, internet entrepreneur, and business person. He's currently the third richest person in the world. Moreover, Mark is the youngest of the top 100 richest people on the planet. Mark is well known for being the co-founder of one of the largest social media platforms in the world, Facebook. He serves as the chairman, CEO, and controlling shareholder of Facebook. Let me also tell you that Mark has co-founded the solar sail spacecraft development project called Breakthrough Starshot. He serves as one of its board members. Mark Zuckerberg is also the co-founder and co-CEO of Chan Zuckerberg Initiative.
Work comes home. We care deeply about our work, and so we don't leave it at the door.
I guess it was when you kept on bringing up work on date night.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Mark Elliott Zuckerberg, but is also known as Princely, Slayer, and Zuck. He was born May 14, 1984 in White Plains, New York, United States, making him 36 at the time of this production. He stands at 5 feet 8 inches tall, or 1.75 meters. Did you know that Mark is the only person under 40 years old on the Forbes list of the 20 richest people in the world? Moreover, he's been ranked among the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine since 2010. In 2016, Facebook's CEO was ranked number 10 on the Forbes list of the world's most powerful people. The billionaire has said that he could read as well as write Hebrew, Latin, French, and ancient Greek. The color of his eyes is hazel gray, and Mark's hair is goldish brown. Zuckerberg weighs around 70 kilograms, or 154 pounds, and his star sign is Taurus. His hobbies include playing with pets and hunting. And Mark loves Mexican and Japanese food. The favorite color of this businessman is blue, and his favorite musicians are Daft Punk and Lady Gaga. In an interview, Mark told ABC News that blue is the richest color for him, and he can see all of blue. Here it's worth mentioning that Mark Zuckerberg is red-green colorblind. The film, released in 2010, The Social Network, is based on Zuckerberg's life. In 2009, a famous author, Ben Mesrick, published a book titled The Accidental Billionaires, The Founding of Facebook, A Tale of Sex, Money, Genius, and Betrayal. He's been a vegetarian since 2011. Let me tell you that Mark has a Hungarian sheepdog called Beast. This pet dog has 1.5 million followers on a Facebook page. He's a great philanthropist and has pledged to donate half of his wealth throughout his lifetime. Zuckerberg grew up Jewish and later became an atheist. However, Mark has said that he changed his position on the subject and thinks that religion is important. He met Priscilla Chan at a fraternity party during his sophomore year. In 2003, they started dating, and Mark invited her to move into his rented Palo Alto house in September 2010. Zuckerberg also studied Mandarin in preparation for their visit to China. Mark and Chan visited China in December 2010. They got married on May 19, 2012, in Mark's backyard. This event was also celebrating Chan's graduation from medical school. In 2015, the couple announced that they were expecting a baby girl. Mark also revealed that Priscilla had 3 miscarriages before she gave birth to Maxima Chan Zuckerberg. In August 2017, they welcomed their second daughter, named August.
Really?
Yes.
Mark, are you the sentimental one in this relationship?
I think that would be a surprising conclusion to come to, but that may be where this interview is going.
He was born to Karen and Edward Zuckerberg. His mother's a psychiatrist while his father's a dentist. Mark has 3 sisters, including Randy, Donna, and Ariel. Zuckerberg was brought up in Dobbs Ferry, New York. Let me tell you that Mark was raised in a Reformed Jewish household, and his ancestors hailed from Austria, Poland, and Germany. Mark had a Star Wars-themed bar mitzvah when he was 13 years old. He attended Ardsley High School and excelled in classes. Eventually, Mark was transferred to the private school, Phillips Exeter Academy. He won prizes in astronomy, mathematics, classical studies, and physics. Moreover, Zuckerberg also attended the Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth summer camp. He was also a captain of the fencing team. Mark had begun using computers and writing software when he was still in middle school. During the 1960s, Mark's father taught him basic programming. Later, his parents hired David Newman to tutor Mark privately. In high school, Mark took a graduate-level course at Mercy College in BASIC. Later, he built a software program called ZuckNet. He also created a music player known as the Synapse Media Player when he was in high school. Although Microsoft had tried to hire Mark, he denied and enrolled at Harvard in the fall of 2002. He'd built a reputation as a programming prodigy. At Harvard, Mark studied computer science and psychology. Let me also tell you that this man was a member of the Alpha Epsilon Pi fraternity and Kirkland House. During his sophomore year, he wrote a program, Course Match. Later on, he created Face Mash, which allows users to choose the best-looking person from a group of photos. However, Harvard closed down the site since it clogged one of the network switches of the university and denied several students access to the internet. Moreover, many students complained that their photos were being used without their consent. Eventually, Mark had to make a public apology. Mark developed the code for his new site in January 2004 and launched the Facebook on February 4, 2004. He launched his new site from his college dormitory. Although it was initially limited to Harvard, Mark later expanded it to other schools. Mark dropped out of Harvard and relocated to Silicon Valley. Mark, Moskowitz, and some other friends moved to Palo Alto. Mark met Peter Thiel, and Peter invested in the company. Facebook has now become a social media giant, and it's also acquired WhatsApp and Instagram.
We also just talk about our philosophy on life, and then that ends up, having a lot of effects on, how I think about building my team.
The majority of his fortune comes from his shares in Facebook. Let me tell you that Mark owns nearly 400 million shares of Facebook. His net worth topped $100 billion for the first time in August 2020. You might be shocked to know that his salary is $1 per year. Here, it's worth mentioning that several executives like Mark choose to pay themselves low salaries to increase the profit of the company as much as possible. As the profits maximize, the overall value of their stock holdings increases, which eventually increases the wealth of these executives. The total net worth of Mark Zuckerberg is $105 billion. This billionaire owns several properties across the United States. Mark, along with his wife, own approximately $200 million worth of real estate and land. He purchased 2 adjacent Lake Tahoe properties in 2018 for $59 million. According to some reports, Mark has bought 10 properties, including 4 houses surrounding his main Palo Alto residence. His Palo Alto estate in California covers 5,000 square feet. In 2011, Zuckerberg bought the Crescent Park neighborhood house for $7 million. The house features 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a big backyard, a swimming pool, and a spacious kitchen. Later, he spent over $43 million to purchase the 4 houses surrounding the Palo Alto residence. In San Francisco, Mark owns a 5,500 square foot townhouse, which he purchased for $10 million in 2013. In 2014, he bought 2 properties on Kauai Island in Hawaii for $100 million. The 2 properties cover 750 acres. Mark Zuckerberg owns the following cars: an Acura TSX, a Volkswagen MK6 GTI, a Honda Fit, an Infiniti G sedan, Epagani Huara.